I am making a college football playoff format, and I'm going to be able to let you guys know who I think is going to win the national championship. And this is going to be based off simulations from the college football 25 game. So I'm just going to get into it right now, and let's go.
All right, so we're going to be starting off with Ohio State versus Tennessee. And
playoff simulation. First off, we're starting Ohio State versus Tennessee. Let's see who is the best team for the round one, the 8-9 seed. So we're gonna be simulating this. We just want to see what's going on here. Ohio State starting off 7-zip. It's pretty good right there. Tennessee scoring 3. Ohio State 14. Let's see what Tennessee got. Ohio State 21. Okay, Tennessee 3. Tennessee scores 6. Ohio State 28. Tennessee 12. Ohio State 35, Tennessee still at 12. Ohio State 42, Ohio State 45, and Ohio State takes the first game 45-12. They are advancing to the quarterfinals of this college football playoff. Honestly, was not expecting that big of a blowout. I don't know what is happening, but we're starting off the gate with a big blowout with Ohio State winning. Oh my gosh, dude. That's honestly crazy.
all right, Ohio State is now playing Oregon after they beat Tennessee.
Now we got Clemson versus Texas. Another first-round game. Texas losing to Georgia in the SEC championship by, I don't remember. I know. What was his name? What's his name? What's the Georgia quarterback? Carson Beck tore his ACL. Of course, you got Kirby Smart, your coach, so obviously Texas is probably going to lose that game. Texas is very good. They were ranked number 1 in the country some point this season. So this should be a very interesting matchup because Clemson obviously beating SMU in the ACC championship. Alrighty, let's see who wins this game. This is going to be another interesting game. All right, Texas. Clemson starting off hot. Then Texas, you got coming back with a touchdown. Clemson scoring a field goal. Texas coming 14s. Oh, my gosh. That just keeps 24-21, 28-24. Okay. Clemson scores 27, 35-28, 38-28, 41-28. Okay, Texas scores a field goal. Score another field goal. And Texas scores a touchdown. We might be going overtime. Okay, 48-50. Oh, and Clemson comes up on top in the college football first round as our second win of this simulation. Texas was the 4th seed heading into this college football playoff, and then you got Clemson, the underdog, the 12th seed, just slipping into the college football playoffs, getting the dub versus the 5 seed, Texas Longhorns. Good game. Clemson is now moving on to the college football playoff quarterfinals. Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting.
All right, Clemson wants another playing versus Arizona State.
All right, now we got Penn State versus SMU. Another college football playoff first round. This is going to be a noon game. If it was a night game, that would be a huge advantage for Penn State. But not. So you got Penn State, SMU. Penn State being the 6th seed in the playoffs, and SMU being the 11th, I think. Yeah. Alrighty, we're going to be heading on to this game. This is another pretty big game, honestly. I'm going to be honest. This is going to be an interesting game. We're going to see how good SMU really is. So yeah, let's get underway and see who wins the college football playoff first round. So you got SMU starting 3-zip. Penn State scoring touchdown. It's just back and forth. SMU field goal. Penn State touchdown. SMU touchdown. SMU scoring a touchdown without a field. SMU 17-19. Penn State 25-20. 28-20. And Penn State pulls off. SMU pulls off the upset. Surprising fashion, folks. You got SMU advancing to the college football quarterfinals. College football playoff quarterfinals. Another interesting and good game. You got SMU coming up on top 28-20. Let's freaking go, guys. That is a big upset right there. Big upset.
Now SMU is going to be playing versus Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl.
All right, now you got the Indiana Hoosiers playing versus the Notre Dame. Yeah, Notre Dame. This is going to be an interesting matchup also, Indiana. This is going to be an in-state game. So this is going to be a very high anticipated. This is going to be played on Friday night on December 20th. Interesting. All right, let's see who gets the win on this. You got Curt Cignetti, the old James Madison University, my team coach, and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish here on the Cup Show YouTube channel, seeing who's going to win the college football first round. All right, so you got Indiana starting off the ball. Indiana not getting in. Still 0-0, folks, and still 0-0. 3-0. You got Notre Dame scoring first. And then you got Indiana. It's just a back-and-forth matchup, coach, folks. And then you got Indiana scoring the first touchdown. And then you got Notre Dame driving the field. They didn't get it. Oh, Indiana scores another touchdown. Hold on, folks. Indiana coming up, 24-3. Indiana wins 24-3 with a big upset. Indiana coming up with the upset versus number 5. Number 7. I think there's 7. Yeah, number 7. Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Indiana, Coach Cignetti coming with the dub. You got Curtis Rourke. That is a big upset too, Indiana.
Now Indiana is going to be playing versus Georgia. Now we're going to shift our focus to Ohio State versus Oregon in the quarterfinals.
All right, we got Ohio State versus Oregon. Let's see who gets the dub. The Ducks versus the Bucks. Rose Bowl. Let's see. So you got Ohio State getting it. Oregon gets it next and scores a touchdown. Then you got Ohio State having 3 points. Oregon 7. Oregon scores another touchdown. Oregon 21-3. Oregon 28-3. Oregon 35-3. Oregon 42-3. Ohio State scores another touchdown. Ohio State trying to get another touchdown, and they won't. Oregon coming up with a blowout win, 49-10 over the Buckeyes. Wow. Chat, I do not know what to think about this.
Played a good team and got outplayed, but I think there are a lot of teaching points that can
everybody who has to play Oregon, watch out, man. The Cup Show simulation looks really legit. Phew, boy, oh boy, oh boy, whoa, wow. That was the quarterfinals. Now you got Oregon moving on to the semifinals to play versus either Arizona State or Clemson, which is both pretty much dubs. Not going to cap.
Oregon is now moving on to the semifinals after the win over Ohio State.
All right, now we got SMU versus Boise State in as our college football quarterfinal matchup. Another good game as SMU did beat Penn State in the last game that they played, the Fiesta Bowl. Now, Boise State, SMU. Interesting matchup right here. All right. Let's see what SMU's got in the bag. All right, let's simulate this. All right, you got Boise State having a long field drive. Then you got Boise State giving the ball up. SMU scoring the first touchdown. Then you got Boise State coming up. Boise State scoring a field goal, SMU. And then you got SMU scoring another touchdown. Boise State scoring a touchdown. Then you got Boise State scoring another touchdown. Boise State scoring a field goal. Boise State scoring a field goal. They get a field goal. Everything's going field goals right now. And Boise State pulls off the upset as they're going to be moving to the college football semifinals. Ashton Jeanty, man, boy, What a matchup we got here. That Boise State versus SMU. Boise State pulling off an upset, winning by 2 points. That was an interesting matchup as well in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. Alrighty, folks. Let's see what our college football. Yeah. Alright. Boise State beats SMU.
Boise State is now advancing to the semifinals.
Now we got the Arizona State Sun Devils versus the Clemson Tigers in the Cotton Bowl. This is going to be another pretty good game. We got Arizona State, no one expected to make the playoffs, and then we got Clemson, who got blown out in the regular season versus Georgia, but they come back and win big last time versus who they play again. They played versus Texas. Let's see if they can get another big win versus the Arizona State Sun Devils. Let's see here on the Cup Show YouTube channel, see who's going to win the simulation. And see how accurate this is going to be next week. Alrighty, so let's get on with the game. Alright, so you got Clemson starting off with the ball. They get rid of it. Clemson gets it back 3-zip. Then I got Arizona State scoring another field goal. Arizona State, 10-3, 10-10, 13-10, 20-10, 27-10, 34-10. And this game looks about over, as it is going to be a 34-18 victory for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Yeah, things did not work out for the Clemson Tigers at all. So now we got Clemson getting eliminated. Now you got Arizona State moving on to the semifinals. A. All right.
This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's see.
Arizona State is now playing versus Oregon in the semifinals.
All right, now we got Georgia, Indiana, in the Sugar Bowl. And this is the college football quarterfinal. So this is going to be another interesting game. I want Indiana to win because they are a JMU kind of team. All their players are from JMU. Dude, what was his name? Elijah Surratt, D'Angelo Pons, Kayshawn Black, others too. Another interesting game. Very interested to see this matchup. Indiana, Georgia. Let's go. Alrighty now. Let's see. Oh, look at him. He thinks he's so tough. Alright, let's simulate this. Alright, so we got Georgia starting out the ball. Indiana getting it. Now Georgia has the ball. Georgia scores a field goal in Indiana. 10-zip, Georgia. Got Indiana scoring a touchdown. Georgia scoring a quick touchdown. Then you got Indiana scoring a field goal. Then you got Georgia getting the ball, and they score a touchdown. Indiana comes up with a touchdown. Indiana gets another touchdown. Indiana scores a field goal. Indiana scores a field goal. Oh, Indiana loses by 1 to Georgia. What a heartbreaking game. What a heartbreaking game here. Indiana ends up losing by 1. That is heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. But gotta move on. Georgia Bulldogs are now making the college football semifinal. Hey, what a matchup we got here.
Georgia will now be playing versus Boise State in the semifinals.
Versus the Oregon Ducks in the Cotton Bowl. This is going to be an interesting game here. We have the college football semifinal simulation. Let's see who is going to be in the national championship for the Cup Show simulation. Then you got the Arizona State Sun Devils coming out. The thing, you know what I'm saying? All right, we got Arizona State coming in like they're hot. Yo, I think Oregon's ready to bust some, you know what, here in the Cotton Bowl. And we are underway. Arizona State coming up with a fast touchdown. That Oregon just coming up, and then 14-17. Then you got Oregon scoring a field goal, or Arizona State coming up. Or Oregon coming 27-21, or Arizona State 21-27 still, 35-21. Arizona State coming up 42-24. And this game's over at this point, folks. 31-49? Okay, yeah, I didn't think it was going to... 31-49. 31-49. Now we have Oregon, Georgia National Championship. Dude. Oh my gosh, dude. This is what you call good football right now, right here. Whew. All right, we predict Oregon, Georgia National Championship 2024-2025. Let's find out.
And now the national championship is Georgia versus Oregon. Let's see who wins the simulation.
We got Oregon versus Georgia, the national championship for the Cup Show simulation. This should be a fun one, folks, as we have the Ducks versus the Bulldogs. Let's see who wins the national championship. And we are now about to be underway in this big on game. You got Oregon, Georgia. Oregon scoring a field goal. Then you got Oregon scoring a touchdown. Then you got Oregon scoring another field goal. Then you got Oregon coming up with another touchdown. Then you got Georgia striking back. You got Georgia striking back. Georgia's trying to come back. Georgia scoring a field goal. Oregon. Georgia seeing if they can come back. And this is going to be over. The Oregon Ducks win the Cup Show National Championship simulation, folks.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They
Wow.
have talent to be able to work.
Okay, I don't know why I said this group has a lot of special things to do this year. They just won the freaking national championship. Anyways, you got Oregon Ducks winning the national championship for the Cup Show simulation. So, my prediction, the Oregon Ducks to win the national championship in the college football playoffs. 2020-24, 2025. Let's see if this is accurate. And look, this guy thinks it is. Let's go. Come on. All right. This is the video. Let's go. I believe in him. I believe in him.
And Oregon is the national championship. So let's see how accurate this can get in the real college football.